welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and if you're new around here, we do a ton of beauty related content, mainly makeup tutorials, but today we're going to do some swatches. So the swatches today are of a SHEGLAM lip collection. There's quite a few of them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put them on the lid and go through the colors and just see if we like them or not. So let's get started. So all up, there are 9 lip tints in this collection. So let's go ahead and get started. I've tried to lay them out on my desk from lightest to darkest. We'll see whether or not that works. So I am going to put my glasses on so I can read the names for you. Do apologize, I know there is a blue reflect in them, but without them, I can't see. So first off, let's talk about the packaging. It is very lipstick-like. It's very sleek. It feels very nice. It's not weighty, but it's not light. And I think it's really cute how you can see the color in the bottom. So this shade is called Birthday Lips. It's a twist mechanism. So we're gonna go in with Birthday Lips first. And it is really nice. It's like your lips, but better. I think that's quite nice. The one thing that I will say is for a tint, I'm of the mindset that I'm expecting like a gel or possibly even a gloss, whereas this has like the feeling of quite a thick liquid lipstick that doesn't dry down, if that makes sense. Next up, we're going to go in with the shade called Good Habits. It's such a weird texture, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it feels cold while it's being applied on, and it's a very thick consistency, but then you can't feel it once it's kind of on. It's so odd, but this is Good Habits lip tint. It's really pretty as well. Next up, we're going in with the shade called Memories. I will just say I got a little bit in my mouth then, and it does not taste very nice at all. There is only just a slight difference between these three, which I do enjoy because it means that it's going to work on a variety of different skin tones while giving the same sort of effect, if that makes sense. But this one is quite nice. It is just a little bit darker. I think this one's my favorite so far. Next shade we're going in with is called Pimp, and it looks to be more of a pink shade. It's almost like a mauvey pink. That is really nice. I quite like that too. I think so far I really like all of these. I still can't get over the texture. It's really odd. Talking with it, it feels like I've got like a decent lipstick on, but weight wise, it's not that bad. It feels like I've got a gloss on without having all these products on. It's so weird. I don't know how to describe this texture. The next shade we're going in with is called Cherry. And it is very much more of a purple tone. I would think for the name Cherry it would be more of a red tone, but it's actually much more of a purple tone, which isn't a bad thing. These are all really nice shades. So far I haven't come across one that I don't like, and we've got 4 left, so we're halfway through. They're really nice. So this one's called Cherry. Next we're going in with the shade called Baby Face. So this one feels thinner. This is an odd inconsistency within a collection, because this one feels thinner. It went on easier, it glided easier, it doesn't feel as thick, and it doesn't feel like I still have all of those feelings that I had with the other products, but it just feels thinner and lighter. more wet, if that makes sense. But this shade is really nice as well. This is kind of like a muted wine shade. This I could kind of say to someone, if you want a variety of different tones of lipsticks without having to go for, say, someone who's not really comfortable wearing like a full color lip, these would be really good for them to try out, at least to use on a day-to-day. They do feel quite nourishing and comfortable. I'm thinking that the texture of it and the thickness of it, the longevity of it, I think is going to be along the lines of like a lip balm. But at this point, there's nothing on my lips. I'm thinking that these stain a little bit. So the next shade we're going to go in with is called Love on Tap. This one is really nice. This is it on the camera, on my preview camera, I can see that it is quite red looking, but in person, this is like my ideal pink red. I really like this. I feel very Christmassy with my green eyeshadow, but this is quite nice. This is probably going to be too much for someone who's only looking for a tint. But if that's the case, I would look at the previous colors that we've already swatched. It's just so interesting, the texture. I can't figure it out. It's making my brain hurt. So the next shade we're going to try is called Level Up. This one is very similar to the last one, the Love on Tap shade, but it's more of a brown tone. So it, in the bottle, actually looks like a mauve, but this is how it turns out on the skin. If you can see that comparison there, that's odd. Well, it's different. It could also be, keep in mind that I have noticed that my lips are staining, so it could be the stain underneath it as well. But it is still really nice. These darker shades are really, really pretty. And still, even though they are colored, they're not as in your face as a traditional lipstick would be. So it's really ideal for someone who's not a fan of full lipstick. So the last shade that we're going to try on today is called Wake Up Call. I think this one is my favorite. This one and Good Habits, these two are my favorite. This one is quite dark, but it still gives off that red, even though I know that my lips are tinted underneath, or stained underneath. I think that this is a really, really gorgeous like brick red. Is that what I want to say? Yeah, I think this one's a brick red. But again, it's so weird because the texture, I can't put my finger on it. But looking in the preview and my mirrors, I get a different tone that I can see in each one. So I'm thinking that this is going to be, this collection actually is quite very interesting, and I think a lot of people would really, really like it. I think too it would be buildable to put on top of lip liners and lipsticks and possibly putting a gloss over the top of this. I think with the texture of it, you could probably mix in quite a few things without having any issues, because it doesn't dry down. It's not a matte, but it's not a gloss either. It's like somewhere in between, whatever this magic is. Alrighty, so you can see my lips are sufficiently stained. I have taken everything off it. There is nothing on my lips. So keep that in mind. These stain your lips as well as act as a lip tint. I can't get over the texture of these. They're so weird. If you have used these and you have a better way to describe them than I do other than they're weird, please leave a comment down below, because I don't know how to describe them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comment section. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I think by memory these are about $5 or $6 each. You couldn't get them as a full set, so I had to buy them all separately. But I do believe that I did get every color in the collection available to me. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.